So I've been diligently working on this pillar post for Gorgeously Grounded. It's this ultimate guide for self-care. And I realized I finished it today finally. It took me about a week and a half to maintain my focus and, communicate my abstract thinking into a document. I mean, it's about 8,900 words or so. So, it's a very lengthy post, but very comprehensive and informative. So I had the expectation when I got done, I was going to feel a sense of relief and accomplishment, something positive. And instead, I noticed that my mind immediately went to what else I need to do, or almost like the excitement that I know I was feeling for accomplishing it was interpreted by my mind as stress. Now, I don't think there's much of a difference, physically speaking, between excitement and stress. They're both very stimulating to the nervous system. And instead, I think the only difference really is what our mind is telling us we're experiencing. And of course, because mine's kind of adhered to this chronic anxiety and, everything makes me anxious concept, that I registered the completion of that task as anxiety provoking. And then, the thoughts following it were, obviously, one, I want to pick my face. Two, that was really, difficult, and I'm still combating at this moment, which is why I pulled the camera out, is the urge to go eat and throw up. Like, I feel like anxiety for me gives me this sense of nausea, almost being so sick of myself, or sick of feeling a kind of a stagnant emotion within my body, that the one thing that I feel like I have control of is, okay, I can control what I put into my body and what I take out of my body. And, obviously it's a piss poor way of dealing with anxiety. So I've employed one of my self-care protocol is pull out the video camera and start kind of dialoguing what is really like going on in that internal discourse that is just extremely stressful at the moment. So if anyone else has experienced this in a sense where you complete a task and you don't take the time to appreciate the work, the effort, the time, the energy that you've put into it, and really be grateful for that focus you've had, and the diligence and just all that it took for you to accomplish a particular task, especially if it is a challenging task, do you register that as stress or excitement? Because I'm noticing, obviously, the more I'm completing things, the more I'm getting things done, I feel like I need to intentionally tell myself that this is exciting. I am happy for this. I am glad about this. I'm grateful for this. Instead of letting my mind go with its programmed, spiel of, this is making me anxious. I don't know what to do. I need to control something. Let me pick my fucking face, or let me go eat and throw up. It'll make it all better. I'll be exhausted and I won't have that anxiety. And it's like, almost like sitting there and arguing with a roommate, and it just gets so frustrating at times. And I notice it comes up more and more when I'm not taking care, or not taking the time to take care of myself with little things like meditation, yoga, go lay in the hammock in nature, just little simple self-care things that make a world of difference when you are struggling with compulsive thought processes, addictive behavioral patterns, or even addictive thought patterns. Anything with that just repetitive, breaking you down, you're breaking yourself down. Build yourself up with these self-care techniques. Build yourself, that safety and security that, the addictive pattern is giving you that false sense of, because it's obviously not serving anyone's best interest to continually tear yourself down with habits, thoughts, just any sort of continual cycle that is not for your greater good. It is not expanding your awareness, is not, building a strong body, is not, cleansing your mind of all that just incessant talk. I pretty much take out the internal stress I'm feeling on my physical body. So for me, mental, physical, and emotional are my primary focuses, because I struggle greatly with, obviously, I have some awareness I'm doing this constantly, but at the same time, I do it mindlessly, and I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy mindlessly, or aggressively scraping, pulling, picking, poking and prodding at my body, just to relieve anxiety, because it ultimately creates more. I accrue, so much stress throughout the day that I feel like I can reward myself with destructive relief, when really I need to resort to some of these self-care habits that I've, diligently outlined, that I know I can go to. It's just the act of doing it really takes some strength beyond just simply knowing. There's a quote, if you know better, do better. And that is so much easier to say than it is to do. And I myself am working every day, every hour, every minute, every second to do better for myself, and to not give in to the temptation of, this false sense of self-care that these addictive habits, patterns, thoughts, compulsions offer. I mean, it's very seductive. It's like the apple in Snow White. It looks delicious, but it's poisoned. It's poison for your body, poison for your mind, poison for your soul. So really focusing on those self-care activities that build you up instead of destroy you is crucial. And you have to be honest with yourself when you're differentiating between something that builds you up and something that destroys you. Just because you like to do it doesn't mean it's beneficial. And, self-care is not something you force yourself to do. It's not some grueling drudgery. It's meant to be that same relief that, your addictions are probably offering you at this moment, as mine, have done for so long. But I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm sick and tired of myself resorting to, just false sense of self-care. It is not self-care to hurt yourself in any form, fashion. It just, build yourself up. That takes true strength. Build your body, strengthen your mind, you will lift your soul. It's all connected. It's this holistic healing process. You can't do one without the other being impacted.